Hello and welcome back to Space Engineer. So I've been a little busy in between videos. So I have obviously built up walls all the way around the base now, following the same template we set up beforehand. So windows every roughly 3 tiles with some pipework in the middle and the sci-fi blocks on top. I think it looks good. It's not too plain. It's all broken up quite nicely. I quite like it. The windows, I like that we can see the ships outside. Not so much that one, but just about. And we've also got a little window here where we can just about see the algae, solar and wind farm bit. So I'm quite happy with all of that. I've also put, obviously I put a cryo chamber down here. That was mainly just so I could get it to be daylight when we started the video, but we've got a little cryo chamber there. I've tidied up some of the things back here. So I've got rid of the extra storage containers we had and just piped everything in directly. It just looks a bit tidier, a bit neater, doesn't look quite as cluttered. What else have I done? Oh, I've also put some floodlights on the walls out in front of the ship so they're all lit up at night, so that looks quite good. And I think that's about it. I've done a fair bit of grinding over at Morel's Hope, so there's one little bit of extra grinding to do, so we're going to go and do that. That's going to be the first thing we're going to do. It is going to be the end of Morel's Hope, and it is going to be glorious. So let's spin this around and start our journey over there. I don't think I've done anything else whilst you've been away. I apologise again for the continual lack of videos on the channel. I do apologise. I do feel bad for that. Work is just kicking my behind at the moment, basically. And evenings I am way too tired to think about doing anything. There's a wandering trade merchant right there. Now I think they stay still and you can get on their ship. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, he crashed. So I wonder what sort of interesting things he had on him. And we've got to go quite far down to figure that out. Because that guy is going all the way down. I did put some lights on the ship. Did I fix them? I did. So I was going to see what he might have had on him, but he looks like he has entirely disintegrated. So let's not worry about that then. Let's carry on over to Morel's Home. That was a fun little interlude, wasn't it? So yes, I think there is just one building left at Morel's Hope, and then we can get rid of those 2 GPS markers, get all the stuff back. I've also, the other thing I did, which I haven't shown you, is I've just moved the drill system around a bit, so it's just digging out a bit of a hole around the base now, or around its little platform. Not necessarily around the base, but that's looking quite good. We do need to do something about extending that, either outwards or downwards. If we go out a bit more, it will start picking up some iron. Some like direct iron deposits. So I'm quite keen on doing that at some point. But I think today what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of Morel's Hope. Finally, it's going to be gone forever. And then we will probably go and check out one of the LCEs. If I turn off my forward thrusters. So there's the LCE Farm Holloway. And there's the LCE Sunset Valley. Now the farm's closer, so we'll probably go to the farm. Just for fun and games. And see if we're attacked immediately like we were when we approached Morel's Hope. We will take the Trapjaw just in case. We still need a proper name for this ship, and we do need to colour it as well. It's all looking very plain and grey at the moment, isn't it? So I was going to put a cut in the video as we travel to Morel's Hope, but I've talked for so long it's no longer necessary. So is that a good thing? I guess that's a good thing, right? So we're a kilometre away, so let's put our forward thrusters back on. And we'll just have a little bit of an aerial. Oh, there's a little bit over here that I missed. Look, let's go and get this. There's a little bit just there, and I think there's a full building. I did leave something behind so we could actually take out Morel's Hope together. So let's creep down here. I think I might have changed this ship in between videos, or I changed it last time, I can't remember. But it does have 4 grinders on it now, doing good stuff. They're all connected via large ports, which is obviously very useful because it means all the stuff can actually flow through it then. I do manage to generally destroy at least one of my lights whilst I'm doing this. I have also previously destroyed a whole grinder whilst taking stuff out and getting a bit too close. More so when it starts getting quite full and starts getting quite heavy. So if we come like straight down on this, get these few last little bits here. I think that's everything. Oh, not quite. Not quite. There's a tree there we need to be a little cautious of. So that looks like everything there, and then there was a little bit over here. And then a bit more over here. I think that's everything there. Oh, I can see a tiny little bit. Not that it's going to make a vast amount of difference to the resources we're getting, but I did say I wanted to completely remove Morel's Hope from the map, so pressing the wrong buttons and we'll slam my ship into the ground. I'm so sorry. That was a slight misstep in my my vocabulary. So there's this little bit over here, and I'm sure I left a full building behind, like I say, but I can't see where that might be now. Maybe this is the full one that I was thinking of. I don't know. I don't know. Let's get rid of this anyway. So these were my first, like, mortal enemies in the game. The first faction. It's not even. I don't think it even belongs to a faction, does it? It's just Morel's Hope. But my first sort of story enemy in the game, if you like. The first people that I came across that just blew me out of the sky for absolutely no reason. Twice, if I recall. I think once they killed me and once they just downed my ship, didn't they? But still, that all counts. Alright, so we've almost got rid of this one now. I'm just fighting with the controls, trying to make sure I don't do anything silly. Is there something there? Yeah. Looks like this might be the last couple of... It looks like it's getting quite dark now. It's just the weather. It's just rain coming in, which is a bit of a pain. But I think that's now all of Morel's Hope gone. We'll have a little flyover, because it was quite widely spread. But it does look like that is every single part of Morel's Hope. Game crash? Hello? PC crash. So the game did indeed crash. It looks like it crashed whilst it was auto-saving, because it's brought me back in pretty much exactly where I was when the game crashed. So we're just talking about the fact that Morel's Hope is dead and gone. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. I can see no more remnants of it. It's a little difficult to see because of the inclement weather. But what we can do then is we're going to go into our... Not that. We're going to go into this. We're going to go into GPS. We're going to find the Morel's Hopes ones. And we're going to delete them. I might leave that there and just not show it. So we know where it was, but we know that it is no longer a concern. There is an unknown signal. Is it normally... Yeah, it's normally unidentified signal. What's an unknown signal? What are you? Let's cautiously travel down here. I do have a little bit of weight in the ship now, so I need to be a little bit more careful. Make sure my forward thrusters are on. What do we have down here? Oh, it is just one of those. Okay. thought they were unidentified signals, though. Let's off the button, see if we get anything. We got a cow grinder. And then do we have anything in the inventory? We have some little piddly bits, that's fine. Let's grind all this down then. Just some extra little bits for us to nab on our way back home. Doesn't hurt in the slightest, doesn't it? So a few things you guys have suggested in the comments, as always. Really appreciate your comments so I can actually pretend I know what I'm doing. Put in some recharge stations near the pads and some cargo points was suggested as an idea. I think which is a very good idea. It's going to be a slight pain just because of the... Where can I drop inventory stuff? Right into there. Because of the sorters, the way I've currently got them set up. So I think I'll have to move sorters to be like directly underneath the ship dock points, so that the main conveyor system going up there isn't impacted by the sorter. Right, cool. A few extra bits, nice. Let us continue heading home. I was going to say, shall we fly through the valleys? And then I thought, no, because I have a track record. And that track record is not good with accurate flying. So let's not do that. Let's turn off our forward engines, though, so we can just coast a little bit. Because we're pointing up, we still do slow down as we're traveling. So if you look at my speed there, you can see it's going down to 92, 91, 90. If I pointed downwards, the speed actually starts increasing a little bit, because that's the impact of gravity on our ability to coast through the air. Quite like that little attention to detail. It's nice. Right, let's head back then. Let's get this stuff. I was going to say get this stuff unloaded, but it'll unload itself, really, won't it? That's the whole point of the sorters. I do sort of wish there was a nicer way of organising the storage, rather than using sorters. Like you could tell storage to pull in certain things but not block other things. Just because I was looking through my storage just now and was looking for the paint gun, just tidying up a few bits before I started with doing the recording, and yeah, it was quite messy. It was quite messy. I know they've got a search function, but it would be nice if you could have some sort of sensible organisation without relying on sorters blocking off other stuff from being able to go. So we're getting very close to the base now, so I'm just going to angle up so we can use our down thrusters to try and slow our speed a bit. And then I'm going to panic because I'm getting way too close to everything. Yeah, that was almost a problem, but we're okay. We're okay. Like I say, it hasn't got a lot in it. It's only like a quarter full. My forward thrusters are off. That's not helping. Woo! Put in cameras on the bottom of the ship so I can see where I'm docking was also a suggestion, and I do very much like that suggestion as well. I obviously haven't done that, but it is something I think makes a lot of sense. Oh, I've also done the landing pads. As we can see, I have coloured the landing pads. I've put the sloped edges on so it looks quite nice. I've fixed up the bits that the engines were breaking back there. They are still damaging them a little bit, so we could look at doing something with that maybe at some point, but I haven't as of yet. And obviously we've put the walkways in and put the walkways towards the cockpits of the ships, which I think looks nice. It's not symmetrical, which is, you know, not thrilled about that, but it's unique to each ship, which I do quite like. I do quite like. Okay, let's pop down here. Did I build another store down here? No, I think I was thinking about it, then I didn't get around to it. Let's just check what's in our inventory. Let's eat some food whilst we're there. We don't want that, but we have nowhere to put it at the moment. We need to find somewhere. Is it a large container? So this one is full. This one is not full. So you can go in there. And then if we just zoom over and take a little look over here, you can see what I mean about the drill, where I made some changes with the angle. So that is now gone all the way around. It could go a little bit further this way, but not a lot, and it's not in the position to change that at the moment. Yeah, it needs to push forward just a little bit to get towards. If we could pop down here, you can see the iron is just there. Look, it's not very far. We might just touch the iron, and that actually goes straight into my iron mine now, which I've not seen the inside of for some time because we get so much stone that I have never needed to worry about gathering more iron. And we've done a lot of building, really, since then, but that's where we are. I don't know. It's still processed. Yeah, we've still got 16,000 stone in there. How are we doing elsewhere for stone, if I spell it correctly? 16,000 there, 1,000 there, 1,000 there, 21,000 in a connector somewhere. Another 2,000. Another 363. Yeah, we're okay for stone. We are okay for stone. I think that's pretty safe to say. We do have some nickel as well that I picked up somewhere. I might swap the stone over to be processed first, just because, you know, we don't want to be in a position where we're running low on any of the other... Oh, I hit the microphone, I'm sorry. Any of the other stuff. So have a little look at our ingots. Iron, we've got 10,000 there, a little bit of silicon, a little bit of nickel, another 15,000 iron there, a little bits of other bits, another 2,000 iron, another 30,000 iron, another 1,000 iron. Yeah, we're not doing too bad, we're not doing too bad. And there are ingots in here somewhere, but this is what I mean. Trying to pick stuff out of this is problematic. We've got 154,000 iron there and a tiny bit of silver. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay for ingots. We're doing it, and we've got so much stone to process. We're in a pretty good position there. So, what do we need to do? We want to go and check out what time is it. It's about midday. Let's go straight over to here, jump in the trapjaw, which we've not been in for some time. Not been in for some time. It's got all of its stuff set up. So let's 7, 8. Nope. Turn our engines back on. And then put that on that. There we go. That's what we want. So we're going to take this over and we're going to check out, I guess, the farm because it's closer. Yeah, that one's still slightly further away. It shouldn't be far enough away that it's a problem for us. So let's turn off our forward-facing engines. Make sure we've got our camera there. Are you zooming with the mouse wheel? Yes, yes, yes. And then we can select our weapons here. Yeah. I didn't check ammo on the ship. We've got plenty of Gatling and a fair bit of autocannon ammo. We've got 4 assault cannon ammo. Is that all we've got? That's pretty much all we've got. But we've got a fair bit of the other bits, so we should be okay if they decide to attack. We will find out. I'm hoping they're not quite as easily threatened by little old me, but we'll find out when we get there, won't we? Looks like they're over this ridge somewhere. Only 3 kilometers away now. Well, I was going to say I can't zoom out my view anymore, but it is going. Okay, so there's an unknown signal, but we're not too worried about that. We are going to turn on our forward-facing engines. We're going to go into our camera. I can't see anything that obviously looks like a gun. They have a little rover, but I can't see any guns on that either. We're within 600, 500 meters. Nothing's attacking us, which I see as a good sign. They have a very overgrown paddock, I'm assuming for some sort of animals. Going to park this in front of it, guns facing it, just in case. I don't know if I brought a gun with me, like a personnel gun. It's higher than I expected. Oh, I did. Okay. So what have we got? It's nice. I like the wood effect with the little thing there. A little buggy, which I'm guessing I can't steal. Well, I might be able to steal it. I'm okay with stealing that. We might bring the ship over to grab that and carry it back. We've got a ladder that goes up to the top. I mean, I wish ladders were faster, but then again, we can also do that. So we've got a battery on top. We've got, is that an antenna? Just an interior pillar. Well, that's an air vent. Do you need an air vent? Or we can open the door. So we've got nothing in there. Nothing in there. Access denied to those. Got a bed, a screen, another bed. A toilet. Yep. A battery, a shower. And then this nice little room over here. Oh, it's like a little kitchen. Oh, that's lovely. With another thing that we cannot access. Okay. And whatever that is, why is there a control panel there? So I don't know which faction this belongs to. So if I start grinding this down, are people going to be annoyed? Space pirates. Well, I do not care. And if we fix that, we can access it, and it's got a few little bits in. Is it all the same storage? I don't know. There's nothing else in it. So there was one more of those. Where else is there one? Am I making it up? Was there not more of those? Oh, there's one here. There it is. Just got canvas and a data pad in. That's interesting. And is it all the same storage? Pretty sure it is, yes. Okay. Okay. What does the data pad say? Note, lucky idiot. Gotta say, I'm damn lucky the turret was offline, otherwise it would have been shot down long before it bumped into it. I'm starting to see why they tell people not to enter these old bunkers, and I just waltzed straight inside like an idiot. Lucky idiot, but still. Nevertheless, it was totally worth it. Gold and silver to last me a lifetime. If I fix the turret, I'll have a nice vault for myself. Maybe build me a nice farmstead nearby for easy access to the vault. Interesting. So there is a vault somewhere. Where? So it created a GPS marker. Is it this one here? Unknown signal 106? I wouldn't have thought so. Unless it's Sunset Valley. Maybe this is the farm and then Sunset Valley is the... So I don't think it's going to be the unknown signal 106. It's not going to be that one, is it? Because that's the only one we have on our map. Okay. I'm going to leave the marker here and leave everything here because I do want to come and steal this at some point. But then... surely this would be pointing towards... I didn't check the inventory of this, did I? Oh, go back in there a second. Nothing. Surely this would be pointing towards where it wants to go. Wouldn't that make sense? What's that? It's just a rock. It's just a rock. Okay. And that's just a little bush. Interesting. So we've got a GPS marker. There's maybe something that we already had. If I look at this again... I was hoping it would tell me what the GPS marker would be. Obviously it's not that, it's not that. So it's got to be that. Do we have enough power to get over there? We have 33 minutes. Let's turn off our front. Yeah, if we coast a little bit over towards there, we'll find out. We'll find out if this is the vault or not, right? It's exciting. It's exciting. So the unknown signal is just over. I'm gonna flop over here. I'm not gonna worry about collecting it if it's a standard one. I just want to make sure that this isn't what it put on the on the map. I'm pretty sure it's not. Pretty sure it's not. But I just want to be 100% sure. Basically, if we get attacked in the next few seconds, then we know. Yeah, no, it's not anything, is it? Okay. And have I planned that maneuver successfully? I have. I'm not going to splat myself into the wall of the canyon like that wandering trade merchant did, which was hilarious. Bad for them, obviously, and also not great for me, because it would have been nice maybe to have a wandering trade merchant. We've not explored one before. I'm pretty sure they're just like mobile versions of the trade station we've got over there, where you can just go and trade stuff. I don't know what we have to sell. I don't know what we would want to buy right now, but it's there. It's an option. Okay, so we're only 6 kilometers away. Yeah, we can just see it over there, look. But it looks like that marker, I love those trees, just like growing exponentially fast. Oh, and then it all changes. Which is actually a bit frustrating, because I'd like to be able to see what we're going for. Yeah, this is definitely a significantly bigger building. Again, I can't see any turrets offhand. But then I'm not amazing at spotting turrets yet. The fact that there's a few more vehicles here. And a very big building. We're within 900 meters and nothing's attacking me yet. Still can't see any obvious turrets. We'll just creep in just so I can disappear quickly if we need to. Well, I think the fact we're within 400 meters and nothing shot me is probably a pretty good sign. Doesn't mean that there's nothing that will shoot me, of course. But right now, we're okay. With a lovely little welcome to Sunset Valley sign. I like that. I'm going to pop this down a bit closer to the ground. And then we've got a couple more vehicles ready to be stolen. Big fan of that. Another vehicle over here. Don't know why I don't have my gun out. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Just a skull and crossbones on there. What do we have here? Due to technical difficulties, contract descriptions are showing incorrect information. We thank you for your understanding. Oh. Definitely not a good sign. But I can't loot you? I thought I was able to loot people. And if there are any pirates around, I think as soon as I start attacking the grid, they will come out. But I have to do it. Just a little dead end. That's weird. That makes a bit more sense. Little bathroom area. What have you got? Another data pad, some credits, and some other little bits. I received information of a possible location regarding one of those old bunkers. Since you are quite an expert in these, I would pay you a nice sum if you confirmed the location and barred it off. We don't want people to endanger themselves by exploring those, do we? Do we not? But again, it's not actually put anything in my GPS list. I don't know what's going on there. It feels very much like that isn't working. Anyone has any suggestions? I am all ears. Okay, sneaky little way in, I like that. It's a connector that we can't get into. It's an armory with a terrible welder in. Okie dokie. There's another armory with nothing in, and there's another armory with nothing in. Okay. I do want to check this connector. Because you never know, but there is absolutely nothing. Okay. Haven't seen any pirates coming for us yet. I'm not too sure if I have the mod for that. So is this like a landing bay, or maybe supposed to be a swimming pool? Definitely need to think about emptying our inventory before we go anywhere else. Oh, medical components and stuff that I can't pick up because I'm full. Let's find the trap jaw. There it is. Because I put an antenna on it because I'm clever like that. It was this building here, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. So do they have air vents on because these are designed to go in like lots of different planets? Like they're a sort of a standard print that they'll put down and it doesn't matter whether it's on Earth or whatever, so they put air vents on in case they're needed in their other locations? That's what I'm sort of assuming. Another data pad. Please don't ask why, just get your mother and meet me at the caves in the following location. Okay, so we put another GPS marker on for somewhere, which again appears to have put nothing on. Very confused. Very confused. More space credits though, and then another one from Gerardo Acosta. It's hopeless. I can't think straight or concentrate anymore. We are already beyond saving. All I can think of now is to try to neutralize this whole area before the fungus spreads to a point where the whole planet is beyond saving. What? And please don't ask the opinion of my husband, Aaron Davenport. He being the optimist, will fight until the end, and believe me, you don't want your family to end up like that. I'm asking a lot from you here, but I presume you still comprehend how serious this could get. I know the reactor can't be straight up turned into a nuclear bomb, but could you set it up so that it will begin leaking radioactivity? That could neutralize the whole valley eventually. We do need to make sure no help arrives before the radiation has done its job. I presume markers could still help. So I say, use a GPS marker. I don't understand. I don't understand. Maybe when we reload the game again at some point, it'll fix all of those. Or maybe they're just broken. Maybe they're just broken. So we'll continue checking the outskirts buildings. It doesn't look like we're going to be attacked at any point. It may be because the grids are separate, so that if there are pirates in the other location, they don't see me attacking this as a concern, because it's not the same grid that they're on. Ooh, hello. Yeah, please. I will take a bigger gun. Nothing in that one. I think that's everything down here. Oh, another data pad. Important. Priority orders. Your orders are to conduct a covert investigation in the Sunset Valley region for whereabouts of an old ROS research facility. The research facility was believed to be in possession of an extremely dangerous biological agent. If you manage to locate the facility or samples of the biological agent, contact HQ immediately and wait for the extraction team. We have provided a BSL-4 facility under your house for safekeeping of any samples you may find. Do not, under any circumstances, get exposed. Has that put anything in there? Not that I can see. Some more credits. What's it? Control, Alt, just double click, just double click. Tree growing through your wall here, mate. That's no good. Another data pad and some more credits. Doing alright for credits though, aren't we? Notes Troll Base found a possible lead to a small bunker while dealing with those farmers. Working in the police department sure has its benefits. I'm starting to feel it might have been a mistake to include my police ID in my call sign. Well, Mackenzie has her hands full with investigations and I expect we're off of this colony soon enough. At least my mother seems to assure us so. A bit too often these days now that I think about it. It's like she's forgetting things right after saying them. Now what was I doing? Oh yeah, found some coordinates while exploring the troll base. Something about a buried bunker entrance. Maybe I'll go and take a look at these coordinates tomorrow. The entrance should be somewhere in that cave. So we put down another GPS marker, all of which I think should be pointing at the same location. But we do not have an actual GPS marker for them. Okay. But a secret bunker under somebody's home, which you'd assume would be this home, and maybe... like maybe down here? Pressing all the buttons. Why would my reputation with them go down? Oh, because that's an actual floor. Now, is that just the floor again, or is that something different? So that looks like something, does it? Yeah, that's a light armor block. I'm trying to figure out where we are in relation to everything else here. But honestly, I'm no longer sure which way is up. I don't... Genuinely a little bit unsure which way is up. Okay, up is up there. Okay. So that's definitely something. Now, I'm a little hesitant to just destroy it. Well, I've definitely destroyed some bits. Is this an underground bunker, or have I found something else here?
Inventory full.
Doesn't look like it goes in. Oh, hang on.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Right, let's deal with that first. And I wonder if that means there's a bunker, because we saw another one of those. Yeah, like there. Well, I suppose that's more just like a walkway, but I wonder if there was someone who I was like, oh, have they got a swimming pool? There's one there, look. I wonder if that is something. Where were we? And there's another one there as well. That was the other one, wasn't it? Okay, come down here. So what are you? A sliding door somewhere. A door to nowhere? Why would there be a sliding door there if it doesn't go anywhere? I'm very confused now. Very confused now. Like, it doesn't seem to go anywhere. And surely they'd need an entrance into this underground bunker. I don't know if I'm just, like, barking up the wrong tree. Yeah, I don't know.
Inventory full.
Answers on the back of a postcard, I guess. Do I need to explore that a bit more, or do we think that that's largely done there? It looks like we're onto the main buildings now. I suppose I should go and empty my inventory. And then press all the wrong buttons again. Just some scrap. I'm not bothered about scrap. Just some more scrap. So we have a vending machine, which doles out Clang Cola that I'm not allowed to see. Fine. Now, I'm pretty convinced at this point that there are no soldiers waiting for me anywhere. Which is why I'm just sort of being a bit gung-ho about getting that we've got another data pad. For the duration of the vacation, we might have some well-paid extra work. If you're interested, come and see us at our office and we can talk more. So we put a GPS marker in, and no. Do I have too many GPS markers? That doesn't seem like that'd be a thing. Not keeping a lot in their storage containers, are they? Another data pad. Heard over at Freddy's bar that farmer Leroy Holloway was talking about some hiking trip with his friends Russell and Teresa Kaufman. Now Kaufmans would probably have had some nice stuff too, but their daughter was having a house party. Holloway, however, with being single and having his farm so far away, had some really nice stuff back at his place. Hid the loot in a cave for now. Got to wait out a few months before I dare to start selling it. It wants me to find this cave so badly. Like, it needs me to find this cave. I wonder if it's going to be this one. Is it just that... It'd be nice if there was a way of seeing, when you look at these, what this GPS marker actually is. So I can tell if it's a duplicate of something I've already got. I don't know. Well, one, I don't know how to get out of here. Two, I don't know how to figure that out. We'll get the gun out just in case, you know. Got a gun, might as well have it. What have we got in here? Bathroom area, a little bit of storage. Oh, let's fix it first. I don't think I was looking at it properly. Oh, we've got some more credits and another data pad, which is going to tell me something about my GPS marker. Cave, I'm guessing. Son, could you at least bring us a few new superconductor cores while you were drinking and partying all your money away with your friends at Carcosa Valley? Your mum is getting worried about you. It's bad enough you had to abandon the family business, but to spend more and more time away in such a wretched hive of scum villainy. It's breaking her heart. Now that sounds like it should definitely be something different. But it's not put any markers in. I have kept all of the data pads, obviously, so we can revisit them if we think something is going wrong. And the more I'm picking up, like the more data pads I'm picking up, the more convinced I am that something is definitely going wrong with them. Drill, nickel, credits. While we can't stop you from claiming the nickel deposit right on top of your current employer's mine, since the owner hasn't claimed it yet, we strongly recommend you to reconsider. So that should be pointing towards a nickel deposit, but again we have no new GPS markers. So we should have, out of this, I feel like at least 3 or 4 GPS markers. There's the cave, there's that nickel mine, and then there was somebody who had some business for someone or something. If you needed some extra work, come and see us here. I would have expected that to lead somewhere different as well. And another one. There's rumours among the miners that the Vaughan brothers may have found an old ruin entrance right here in their mine. Just thought I'd let you know. I know, you didn't want me to be a mole in your inspection of the Vaughan brothers' activities, and don't worry, I'm not going to try anything stupid. The information is held at their office anyway. So that sounds like it should be a GPS marker to their office. But again, nothing. Did I check? Yeah, I did, because the first one didn't have anything in it. And then this one looks like it goes up to the roof. Nope, but there is a dead person. It does go up to their roof. Cosmic coffee, okay. And that just leaves this building here. I should probably go and empty my inventory. Hope my battery's doing okay in there. Right, so this one has got some big old skull and crossbow markings on it. Right there, which concerns me. So we have a store that we cannot access. We have a Clang Cola thing that we cannot access. And nothing else? This is a big building, that's not right. So this is just like the public bit then, is it? So in here we have the store. Let's check what this has got. 3 data pads. If anyone comes across a set of 5 items known as zone chips, we would pay very well for them. Locating these items is extremely important for the survival of the colony, and we beg anyone in possession of one to bring it to us. Create a GPS marker. Which I know it's not going to do, but okay. Contract type acquisition. We have lost a container of medical components and are willing to pay 10,000 credits for anyone who can provide us a supplement of 6 medical components. That seems relatively easy. We are constructing a hydrogen storage and transfer system for our startup company. We're looking for anyone with sufficient skill to complete the construction project for us. We are willing to pay 24,000. And it's put no new markers in. We then have a contract terminal, which is not available to us. We have these ones here, which are all broken. This one here, which goes into another one of these, which has got another cosmic coffee in. We then have this storage. Oh, that's a conveyor. So again, nowhere else we can really get from... Oh, there's another door right there. There's some stairs down to nothing there. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Well, that door I can't open. The only door so far that I've not been able to open. Another Clan Cola commercial. For the first time ever, the colonists of Sunset Valley have access to real imported Clan Cola, delicacy in such a remote colony. But thanks to Abba's imports, you can now get a can of Clan Cola from the nearest vending machine for the low price of 100 space credits. Interesting window. The little ramp going up to it. Some silver and some money. I think that's everything there. We did that one, didn't we? Yes. This one here. Oh, there we go. There it is. What have you got for me? Credits, detector, construction, and... While I was inspecting a recently claimed ore site for the Vaughan brothers, I found an entrance into a deep cave. The Vaughan brothers would probably not pay me anything for the find since the site is already owned by them. Maybe I should just take a quick look before I tell the brothers. Yes, I'll take tomorrow off from work and make a small inspection. So that should be another marker to this mysterious cave. Another one of these situations where I can't remember how I got in here. There we go. And then we have this door that does not open, which is fine. We can deal with that situation. Door is open. Displays and solar cells. Some credits and another data pad which says, do you feel it? Stupid question since most of you probably don't even care about it at this point. But as I'm beginning to lose interest in everything regarding myself, might as well do something before I lose interest in writing this. How long has this dark descent into madness, or rather descend into the thick mist of non-caring been going on? That's the scary part. I don't know or care. When did it become normal for me to not notice people just wandering off and not coming back? Or have they come back? Maybe if I went to buy some food I could ask about it, but why bother? I can do that later. So another marker to, I'm going to assume, absolutely nothing.
Energy low.
Oh, that's actually a bit of a problem. And it's one that I'm thinking I'm going to have to deal with sooner rather than later. Because we do have more here to... in fact, saying that, does this give me energy? Health and food. Treats health. Recharges a suit. Yeah, I'll do that. Great, thank you. saves me having to trip all the way back home just to do that. We've got that, credits, and another one of these. I have acquired the equipment you requested. You can find them in the cave from the provided coordinates. I don't need it, nor do I want to know why you need them. If you have a beef with the Vaughan brothers, leave me out of it. This cave, despite being like a secret underground facility, underneath a mine that somebody owns, with like a dangerous pathogen in it or something, everyone knows about this cave. This is the worst kept secret in the history of space engineers. Like, everyone's been to this cave. Everyone's got a GPS marker to it in their home. You may as well just put a big sign up saying, secret cave over here. Well, go for it. I mean, I'm sure going to miss all the good inspiration you've given to me and all the intelligent talks, but a change of scenery for a few years might actually do wonders for the inspiration regarding your book. And Carcosa Valley ain't but a few days away by road. Should probably think something similar myself. Ever since I wrote that piece about our dear governor, I have this feeling like Sunset Valley will become the end of me. Just make sure the quality in Ceres fine dining stays up to standard whilst I'm away, you're away, someone's away. Okay, another door to take out manually. Getting quite full on inventory space now. Well, there it is, yep. So we're not going to pick up any of this, but I'm not overly worried, if I'm being honest. I don't know if we need to worry about...
Inventory full.
Oh.
Inventory full.
Picking up all these little bits. The credits, I do want platinum ingots. Are very useful, I'd imagine. If a rescue team arrives, it's very likely that the fungus will spread to other colonies around the planet, and who knows how far. We have to stop this. It's too late for us all anyway. All of us. For all of us. The realization broke Gerardo Acosta, but he managed to sabotage the reactor so that it should start leaking radioactivity. In time, hopefully neutralizing the fungus. We just need some time, as much time as possible before the outside world sends someone to check on us. Luckily, we are as remote and as self-sustaining colony as it gets. No one will miss us for quite a while. If you still are able to help and do realize how dire the situation is, I would need you to get to the communications tower, and as long as you can, make sure that everyone believes we are all fine. I mean, I would do that merely to give myself more time to go there and loot everything you own, but, you know... Oh, we've got another rifle that I cannot fit. I don't care so much about steel plates. I do want, however, a rifle. We haven't got a lot of those, so I feel like that's a more important commodity for us. So that's that floor. How far up does this go? We're almost at the top now. We're up to like the roof section. Only one door here. Yes, inventory's full. I don't really care.
Inventory full.
A med kit and some platinum. I do like the idea of med kits. Let's get rid of computers. I don't know if med kits are something we can make ourselves at the moment, so it feels more useful to keep those.
Inventory full.
Huh, another one, okay. Vaughan brothers, everyone knows who they are and everyone knows that they are good friends of our governor, but does everyone know that the governor's position is now chosen by election, since blah 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 blah, fine, create a marker, whatever. Maybe there's no actual marker stored in the datapad, maybe that's just like placeholder text. Is that what I've already got? I think it is, but again, I would like it. So let's get rid of our construction components. Aren't anything, are they? Let's get rid of construction components. Man, we can make them by the dime of the dozen. Credits, a zone chip. That's interesting. And another one. You know, being the governor and all, you sure don't seem to do much to protect our backs. That detective threatened to start an investigation regarding our business. And that she would have a search warrant any day now. Maybe I'm just supposed to figure out where this cave is. That just heads outside, but let's get it open so it's open.
Inventory full.
Yes, I know.
Inventory full.
Just leads to a little bit of storage over here. Didn't click on it. Some more cosmic coffee. I'm not overly concerned about cosmic coffee. anything on the roof? An air vent, whatever that is. So not really. How do we get out of here? There it is. So there's the roof access up here. What are you? A laser antenna. Okay. So what we need to do now is go all the way to the bottom. Notice that our energy is getting quite low still. Now, I don't know if I have another power pack on me. And then we have stairs the opposite side of this. So we'll carry on going this way around the building, looking for anything that might be of interest to us. We have an ATM that we cannot access. That's fine. We have that door there. And I don't think we've been in there either. Oh, okay. That's what I was expecting. That's where I wanted to see. So that definitely looks like it goes somewhere to maybe some sort of underground hidden bunker. What have we got up here? Cocktails. Exotico, Clans Libre, Morex Vision, Reactor Leak. It's a bit on the nose, isn't it? So let's explore this. Aha. Aha. But this is all filled in as well. Should this all be filled in? Oh. Oh. It's a ladder all the way down.
Energy low.
And we're just trying to excavate the whole thing. Just to try and figure out what this is, where we could go from here. Oh, there's something there, look. But again, this door is filled with stuff. Okay. And then another door which is filled behind. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Looks like there might be something else over here as well. But I'm getting very low on... Or maybe not. Maybe not. I'm getting very low on energy now, so we do have to be cautious about that. Okay, so we have an underground bunker we need to finish excavating. We have 400 data pads talking about various different things going wrong. But apart from that, I think we've now explored all of this. We do not have any new GPS markers, which I'm a little bit sad about. But we do have something to explore under there. I think we need to pop back in the short term and get our energy back and deal with all of that stuff. What else do I have? Got all these data pads. That's what I've got. Why is my inventory so massive? Because I've got all those data pads and guns and all sorts of things. So we need to deal with all of that. For now, interesting. Interesting. So we have explored the 2 LCE areas. We might have more to explore. We do now have to travel home in the dark, which concerns me quite a lot. I can see that I'm already quite low to the ground there. I am traditionally not very good at traveling at night. And we know that there's nothing else. Nothing else come up. And we're going to go over the mountain by the look of it as well, going this way, which is fine. I'm okay with going over the mountain. We have to keep a bit of an eye on our atmosphere. And honestly, oh, I can, yeah, O2 high. So we're in high atmosphere at the moment. So our thrusters will be working at maximum efficiency. We could do with eating a little bit of food whilst we are coasting along. Let's do that. Let's continue travelling up. Hopefully. Yeah, we are. Okay. Just took a tiny bit of damage on the corner there. Not a lot. So if we aim for this little... It looks like our base is actually quite high compared to like that trade station. So when we get back to base, we'll probably finish this video up around there. We've been going for roughly an hour. I don't think there's a lot I need to cut out apart from the crash, which obviously not ideal. Would like to remove that from the video. But I think apart from that, I've been wittering on quite successfully all that time. Man, I cannot see at all. I feel like I'm just going to keep going up until I'm confident that I'm actually over our valley, which I think we are. Yeah, we must be at this point. So we'll start heading down, but also turning our forward thrusters on. You can just see the lights there now. Perfect. So I'm going to start swinging around to the side, so we are orientated in the correct way, and then realize that of course we are going way too fast. And we're still going down. I am hitting space. I'm hitting space. There's another one where we got quite lucky there, really. Yeah, I don't know if I've got a lot more forward thrusters than everything else. Where are my forward thrusters? Yeah, I've only got the 2, I think. But it seems to accelerate quite fast. Again, that could be the extra weight that we have on that makes it harder for us to slow down. It should make it harder for us to speed up as well, which I've not noticed as much. Right, I can see our landing pad there because of that floodlight. Let's bring this in about here. Angle it up. Let's pop out, have a little look-see-doodle. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. 987, everything's locked, everything's off. Right then. Oh. So I feel like we need a standalone storage just for the data pads and everything, so we don't want to get those mixed up. So let's... Nope. Let's take one of these. Just as a... It's because I got something in my build menu, haven't I? So I'm just going to build this one here. Just so we can put in, I think guns will go in there. Not the medical components, the med kits can go in there. All of these data pads, so we know where they are. That gun can go in there. Well, those are the credits. Yeah, the credits can go in there. The power kit can go in there as well. I think the rest of it... I suppose we should put that in, because that's sort of like food, isn't it? Gives us health. It's all like a little mini kit. Right, let's head over to this, and hopefully we should be able to drop in... Nope, that's absolutely full. So let's go to this, find our large container, which isn't full, which is this one, and we'll pop all of this in there. We don't need that one. We don't need that one. I think that's everything. We'll hold on to this pistol. That'll be our little go-to for the minute. Let's eat some food while we're there. Why not? Awesome. Right, well, I think that was a pretty successful little exploratory video. I was thinking we probably would get around to doing the roof today of this, but we absolutely did not get anywhere near doing the roof. But we have explored both of the LCE Holloway, or the LCE markers. Obviously got a little bit more to do on that one there, to dig that out and find out what's going on over there. Be interesting to know if we have to dig out everything downstairs, or if we'll get to a point where we open a door and then it's open inside of it, sort of thing. That's sort of what I'm hoping for, but I don't know. Maybe the sort of the lore is it was backfilled with dirt and rock because of the terrible biological agents that are inside there. But yes, interesting. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think I should do about that. Let me know what I should do about the myriad of data pads that we picked up there. I mean, look at them. There's so many. Yeah. Cool. Successful video. Yeah, we got rid of Morel's Hope as well. Morel's Hope is now gone. Awesome. Right. Time for me to finish up. This will this will likely be the only video this week, which I do apologize for. As I said before, everything's just really, really super busy, but I'm just trying to get at least something in at least once a week, just so we can, you know, crack on. Hope you're enjoying it. If you are enjoying it, you know what to do. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe. I mean, this is going to be, what, episode 17? So if you've watched, like, 17 to 20 hours of me faffing around in Space Engineers, you may as well start liking the videos, if you like them. I suppose, if you're watching them because you dislike them, then hit the dislike button. If that's what keeps you happy, let's do that. And if you are watching and you've watched the whole way through, first of all, a massive thank you. Second of all, consider subscribing to the channel. It does help me out so very, very much. I will see you next time in Space Engineers. I'm not doing that again. That was horrible. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.